Chainsaws slicing through big branches in East Memphis Monday. The cleanup continues here in the Sea Isle neighborhood 3 days after storms knocked down trees on nearly every street.
So Friday was terrifying. It's like all of a sudden it sounded like a bomb went off in the backyard.
Branches on Rachel Madden's tree snapped, and with more severe weather on the way, she took action now.
So I got really fortunate and it wasn't on the house, but it was hanging loose. So they said that we should definitely take care of it as soon as possible with the other storms coming.
Man, it's another one? That's bad. We ain't recovered from this one.
Signs of recovery efforts evident on nearly every curb, with piles of cut-up branches lining everyone's lawns.
I ain't never seen nothing like this, not in Memphis, period. This came through, it only took 5 minutes this time, came through like a typhoon. Look at this, whole neighborhood. Trees on everybody's houses.
Trees fell onto homes, on top of cars, and into roads. This one still blocking Helene Monday morning. Just to give you some perspective here, I'm about 5 feet. This is towering over me. These are just the roots that were ripped from the ground. Take a look down into the ground. You can see the hole it's left behind in this person's front yard. Branches also brought down power lines. MLGW says mature trees knocked out its electric infrastructure in East Memphis and Parkway Village. Monday morning, crews were still working to restore power to thousands here. Another reason Madden says she's removing the potential hazard in her yard now.
They're beautiful and they do add character to the neighborhood, but I think it's just better to be better safe than sorry.
In East Memphis, CAROLYN CERDA, Fox 13 News. The early morning sounds of birds chirping in this Germantown neighborhood disrupted in the darkness Wednesday by a thief.
I saw him on the camera right after, just as I was awakening this morning, and so called it in, and he started out in the front seat and then moved to the rear seat and then was in the rear hatch.
Bert Hayes shared this Ring video with me, showing a thief rummaging through his daughter's car in his driveway for several minutes, packing up what he could, until he called police.
Was here for several minutes and was still here when the police arrived and chased him. He jumped the fence right there and then went into the backyard and then ended up ultimately in the storm sewer under the street.
Neighbors tell me police think the suspect hopped into this drainage ditch, then walked underneath the roadway here, and then popped up on the other side of those homes in the distance. We were live on Good Morning Memphis when, after 2 hours of searching, Germantown police spotted the suspect again a couple blocks away, this time capturing him. Our cameras rolling as officers loaded the man into an ambulance after making the arrest. Hayes says the man stole from his daughter's car and other cars in the neighborhood.
He was just going up and just seeing if cars were unlocked. He wasn't, to my knowledge, breaking windows, and so he was just looking for opportunity and happened to find her. Lock your cars. Be alert. Don't always assume it's a cat when your Ring camera goes off.
In Germantown, CAROLYN CERDA, Fox 13 News. A busy intersection.
This is a dangerous street here.
Even scary for those who live near Winchester Road and Castleman Street.
See what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm talking about. This is the Indianapolis 500 around here.
Terry Canady says he sees drivers speeding through the area every day, along with kids walking to and from school.
Every day they just fly through here. You know, if they had crossing guards at that corner, the little girl wouldn't have to cross away from the light.
Wednesday afternoon, a Wooddale Middle School student was hit and killed while trying to cross Winchester. Memphis police say she was not on the crosswalk.
My immediate response first is as a parent, because we we can never imagine these types of things happening, and so our hearts are heavy for the family.
Jaquel Rogers with Green Dot Public Schools, Tennessee, says the district is not only providing counseling and emotional support to the students and staff after the tragedy, but it's also now pushing for more traffic safety.
I think what we would love to see is a little more support from the police department to deter speeding.
While there are speed bumps and signage immediately surrounding the campus, at this busy intersection, there are no signs to indicate there's not one, but 3 schools nearby.
We would absolutely love to get some flashing lights that say this is a school zone. Crossing guards would be amazing. And if not crossing guards, like I said, PSTs often come and help with traffic.
The community calling on city leaders, law enforcement, and their neighbors to do their part and potentially save another life.
We are asking all citizens who drive this way, look out for students.
In Parkway Village, CAROLYN CERDA, Fox 13 News. Mangled metal, snapped branches, and downed power poles. Homes completely torn apart. Amid the sights and sounds of destruction, efforts Saturday morning to pick up the pieces.
It's just surreal, you know, everything you've worked, we've lived in this house 44 years, and, you know, everything we worked for and paid for, it's gone. It's gone.
Teresa Blankenship and her husband still in shock. They jumped into action Friday night when they saw this, a tornado headed straight for their home.
I looked up and you could see it looked like it was probably a mile wide.
They had just enough time to hop into their underground storm shelter.
We got in it and rode it out. It probably lasted a minute, 2 minutes.
The tornado not only destroyed Teresa's home, but also flipped over her brand new car here and ripped the trees in her yard from their roots. Toppled trees lined nearly every road in town, along with utility crews working to restore power and volunteers cleaning up or collecting donations for those who lost everything.
At this point in time, we're still in search and rescue.
Covington's awesome. We're the best little town ever. You know, it's just everybody pulls together, and we're just thankful to be alive. Just thankful to be alive.
In Covington, CAROLYN CERDA, Fox 13 News. Gunfire erupting in the middle of the night. Bullets flying into Josh Wiley's bedroom here at the High Point Apartments on North Highland in East Memphis.
The moment that first bullet flew in, I said, holy sweet Jesus. I said, there's no way that this is happening to me again.
The shooting early Friday morning coming moments after he saw thieves trying to break into his Hyundai Santa Fe. He says for the 4th time this summer.
At this point, I'm 4 for 4, you know. Yeah. I'm absolutely 100. I'm like a Wendy's combo, you know. 4 for 4.
Friday's attempt woke Wiley from his sleep.
And I just cracked the blinds. I literally just went, and then they opened fire. So I dove out of the way, and I had to army crawl around my floor. Like I was army crawling on the ground because they were still firing after that, you know?
He dodged most of the bullets, getting grazed by one on his leg.
These are 2 bullet slugs that were, one of these was stuck in the wall.
Wiley sharing these pictures of the aftermath exclusively with Fox 13. The window of his car busted. Bullets stuck in his walls, bullet holes and shattered glass in his bedroom window.
They were absolutely willing to take my life and have no remorse about it whatsoever.
The shooting, the last straw for Wiley. He's now moving out of Memphis.
I'm tired. There's really no other way to say it. I'm sick of this. I'm not going to try my luck and give these folks a chance to bust a cap in me while I'm in my bed again, you know.
In East Memphis, CAROLYN CERDA, Fox 13 News.